Despite how silly he inevitably felt allowing her to diaper him over the next week, he couldn't deny that work was more fun. He had never felt more in sync with a nurse. She seemed to anticipate every need he had, both professionally and personally. She knew when a patient would need a test, and often had the details settled by the time he came out of a room. He was amazed at how in tune she had quickly become with his bladder habits. He tried to relieve himself out of her sight during his little down moments, but he often would glance around afterward, his diaper feeling newly warm, and would see her watching him pleasantly. Then she would busy herself with her work, making no move to change him until they had a break together. He started to relax and trust her judgment about that. His diaper had not leaked into his pants even once. She seemed to have a knack for timing his diaper changes. It was true that she was also the one setting out his water for him. Some days, he noticed, he was offered water more often than others. As he was zipping up his pants after a change one day, he asked her why. "Are you, still, keeping some sort of eye on my hydration?" She smiled a little as she rolled up and taped the warm wet diaper he had been wearing. "Your wet diapers actually tell me a lot. I still keep a close eye on the color, judging just how wet they are and how yellow they look." She tossed the diaper into the diaper disposal bin she had recently brought into the office for this purpose. She commented, "I want to keep my doctor healthy, you know." She fondly patted him on his padded behind. He blushed, thinking about how she knew personal things about him that he had not even been aware of. Should he be creeped out by this invasion of privacy? He didn't feel that way. He realized he felt a little touched, and even reassured by this gentle supervision. She was looking out for him. It had been quite a while since someone had been on his side, helping him. It felt warm and nice, he thought. As he thought about it, he realized that it felt maternal. Julie had assumed that type of role quite naturally. The nice thing was that she didn't make him feel inferior or less like a man about surrendering that control. She didn't make fun of him for wearing a diaper, or letting her clean him. She was just very direct and honest. Once he had adjusted to it, he could almost imagine it was normal. It was kind of nice sharing his day so intimately with someone, and not having to worry about mundane things like keeping hydrated or clean. She was a blessing. Like a mother, however, she did occasionally nag him. Nothing he didn't deserve, though, he admitted to himself. There had been days he hadn't shaved himself, and of course she noticed. She spent more time looking at his private area than he did, after all. "What is this?" she might ask as she brushed his stubble with a cocked eyebrow. "This isn't the clean-shaven boy I know, or I like you so much better when you're smooth, or somebody hasn't been doing his homework." She was gentle, but firm. She was nice, but insistent. He knew where he stood, and accepted that shaving was important to her. He found himself wanting to feel nice under her hands. He liked the brief smile she had when she touched his smooth, shaven skin. And wouldn't she usually spend just a few extra seconds touching him? It seemed so, and that was worth the effort.